This morning, I'm here to talk about listening to fake preachers. Listening to fake preachers. Because listening to fake preachers has turned most of the people to be lazy. I am here this morning to use some part of the Word of God, some verses in the Bible, to talk about the lazy people. Talk about the people that believe that hard work does not pay. They go to places where they listen, where they hear, where they hear what they want to hear. They visit shrines called churches, where fake preachers are at the top of it. If you don't work, there's no food for lazy man. If you don't work hard and you want to attribute everything that is happening to you, that somebody is doing you, you go to one fake preacher. The fake preacher is telling you that your uncle is doing you. Your papa, mama is doing you. People are doing you. And you sit there, you start listening to what they are saying. If you don't work hard in your life, there will always be somebody doing you. Because when you go to the people, to the lying prophets, they will always tell you that thing that happened to your mama will happen to you. That thing that has been happening in your family, why don't you look the lineage of your family? The things that are happening in your family, that is the same thing with everybody. I am here this morning to tell you that there is nothing like this or that is doing me. If anything that is happening to you, it means you are doing yourself. If you cannot get up to work, if you cannot go to work, you will end up in poverty. If all you do in this life is to go from one church to another, and when you are going inside your mind, what you want to hear is that somebody is dealing with you. Nobody is dealing with you. You are the one dealing with yourself. I am not saying that there is no bad people. There are still bad people. But bad people can only have say in your life if you allow them. Bad people can only have say in your life if you permit them. I'm not saying that people don't do or do that. What they do, but the only thing you will be afraid of is what you put in your own mouth. If you eat rat poison, definitely rat poison will kill you. If you drink poison, definitely poison will kill you. If you drink bleach, definitely bleach will kill you. But that you are sitting and you don't want to have anything to do. You don't want any work, to work any work. What do you think? You will end up being poor. Let me use some verses in the Bible to support what I am here to say this morning. Proverbs 14:23 says, all hard work pays off. All hard work pays off. But if all you do is talk, you will be poor. That is what the Proverbs 14 verse 23 is telling us. And let me go to another Bible verse again. Colossians 3 verse 23. It says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. You might think that your brother or that your uncle that gave you money to do business with you, that your uncle just wants you to work hard and enrich them. That your uncle wants you to work so hard so that they can be enriched. No. That's your uncle that helped you and gave you money to trade. Want your goodness. If you now like you said, okay, look at him. Look at the small amount of money he gave to me. If you don't handle small amount of money very well, how can you handle the big one well? If you don't handle that small amount of money they give you, if you cannot put it together, how can you put the big one together? You blame you're not doing well to somebody else that is doing well. You blame you're not being focused to one uncle in the village that's the uncle that wants to kill you. Most of us every day we end up fasting and praying, fasting and praying, fasting and praying, fasting and praying, no they finish. Are people not getting tired of fasting and praying? You fast, you pray, you fast, you pray. You fast from morning till night. The time that other people are working, you are fasting, you are praying. The time other people are doing something to help their life, you are in the church praying to God to kill that uncle for you. That uncle is the one that is making you. That whatever you put your hand don't prosper. And you never ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I sincere? If people do business with me, do you pay them back? If people trust their money to you, do you pay them back? If somebody gives you money, do you pay back? What kind of person are you? What am I doing that my life is not prospering, that nobody wants to deal with me? Let me tell you, in this life, if you can think back, if you can reason back, I don't know who I'm talking to, or whosoever that will pick this video, I don't know who I'm talking to, I don't know who God made me to come out this morning, I don't know who I'm talking to. But if you can think back, if you can just put yourself in a picture, drop yourself on the floor and start counting. Am I a good person? Can somebody trust me and give me money to manage and I won't mismanage it? Why is it that other people are doing well and me too am not doing well? What is happening in my life? You bring out a paper and biro inside your bedroom and you speak the truth to yourself. What kind of person are you? Are you the kind of person that they will give something to keep and you do away with it? Are you the kind of person that anybody that trusts you must lose whatever they trust you with? And we keep with this, we know that the problem we have is us, is within us, and all we do is to go and seek the help of a prophet. Those that will tell you that you can travel abroad without a passport. You want to listen to those preachers that will tell you that you can go anywhere without visa. You are listening to a prophet that says his leg will not touch ground when he's preaching. People must carry him up. He will sit on a chair and people will be carrying him going everywhere. He will be prophesying. If you go to all these fake preachers' church, it's jam-packed, full of people, full of gullibles, because they want to hear what their ear is looking for. They want to see that miracle that is going to happen. They will sit with emotion. They will sit feeling sorry for themselves. How long can we deceive ourselves? Because in this situation, we are the one deceiving ourselves. The pastor that came on Facebook and told us that one of his members traveled abroad without passport, without visa, without ticket. And all of us are just, everybody's keeping quiet. The immigration services are keeping quiet. I believe in freedom of worship. Whatever you do in your four walls concerns you. But when you bring it to Facebook, social media, your intention of bringing it to social media is to tell us that, look, oh, miracle happens around you. So all of us should start coming around you. Nigerians are dying, using Atlantic Ocean to go to Italy. And this pastor now realized that this is a very good way to just come on Facebook and say that even if you don't have visa, you don't have passport, you can travel. And Nigeria immigration is keeping quiet. They will tell you, look, that man is talking rubbish. Let me tell you, that man is polluting our country. They challenge your work, Nigeria immigration. Your work has been challenged. Somebody has come out on the Facebook and said that he went abroad without passport. He went abroad without visa. And you people are keeping quiet. The lawmakers are keeping quiet. You made money. You send your children abroad. All you care is about you and your family. You jam money. I don't know how you jam the money. Then you take your children abroad. All you are thinking is, ooh, my children. I take them abroad. They will school abroad. When they finish schooling abroad, when they finish schooling abroad, there is no country to come back to. Those your precious children, the game you are playing in this country, that game you are playing in this country, your children are the loser. Because you said it does not concern you, whatever everybody does. By the time you spend your money and take your children abroad, by the time they finish schooling, there's no country to come back to. Because already you have exposed them to a good society. All the wealth you have, everything you mass in this country, your children will be living in one bedroom apartment abroad, in one wooden house abroad. They cannot come back because each time they come back, they notice that things are not being done well here. People are sitting around. Abroad, you can never see a gate man opening anybody's gate. But here, people sit around, they open your gate. People use computer to open their gate. People use device to open their gate themselves. When you spend all those kind of money, massive, you take your children abroad. And by the time your children finish, there's no country to come back to. The Africans, I've met a lot of them that are abroad, want to come home. But which home are they coming to? A home where there's no law and order. Somebody said he traveled abroad without passport, without visa, and authority is keeping quiet. Nobody's investigating it. Because by the time you investigate it and put somebody inside jail, before anybody will bring any nonsense to social media, they will know that there will be consequence. You prefer those your precious children because you don't want to put law and the order. There's not, everywhere is do whatever you like. Those your precious children, you send them abroad. At the end of the day, who is losing? You lawmaker, you in Senate, you senator that's supposed to be doing, they're supposed to be working for masses. You're only working for your family. Let me tell you how your children will lose this game that all of you are playing, not caring what happened, not caring what is being put out there. By the time they finish school and they now come back to Nigeria and or Africa, any part of Africa, and now feel that, okay, look, this is not the life I'm used to. I'm going back abroad. What will happen to you, Papa and Mama? Maybe one day God might call you home. Those your families will not allow those your preachers to children to touch any of your property. They will sit here in Africa and wait for them and start killing them one by one. I've had a situation where a rich man died. And all his children are abroad, schooling. Some they finished schooling, they are working there. And the family now got into the man's house. They picked up the phone and start calling all these children. We want to sell your papa property. Are you interested? Already the children knew somebody killed our father. You know, when Africans kill, the ones that doesn't have God, that don't have protection of God, that believe in protection of this world. When Africans kill, doctors don't dictate it. No, there's no evidence. But inside these children's mind, they know that somebody killed their papa. After I killed their papa, I called them one by one. I want to sell this house at this place. Are you interested? All of them were saying, no, we are not interested. We are not, oh, no. We're not interested. The game you people are playing, not caring about others. Not caring about the poor. Not caring about others. That game at the end of the day, you people might be maybe people are the one losing it. Because if you send your children abroad to go and school, by the time your children finish, they want to come home. And you are there. You are in House of Representatives. You are in a senator. You have the power to change things. If you don't pay attention to what is happening inside the churches, I'm telling you, those your precious children you took abroad will not have country to come back to. If somebody will have every mind, every authority, posture to come on social media and say that somebody traveled abroad without passport, without visa, without ticket, and you people did not chase out that miracle, chase it out and bring it back and show us how they managed to do it. All of you are seeing it, and nobody is doing something because you believe, after all, this country, my children are not here. If your children are not here, your children want to come back home. Africans abroad wants to go home. They want to go home. They want to come home. But where are they coming to? I've seen a lot of rich people. I've seen them when they were alive. I've seen them when they died. I know the story. The highest thing that will happen is that those your children will be chancing. The ones that your relations did not take, they will be chancing. They will come in, they will sell, collect the money, go back, squander it, come back. After 3 years or 5 years, you are gone. Your wealth finished. Because you did not do the right thing. People has decided not to work hard. Let me read a verse in the Bible again. Proverbs 12:24. Proverbs 12:24 said, diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. Let me read it again. Proverbs 12:24. It said, diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. If we have people in authority that's supposed to create an office that will be monitoring law and the order, freedom of worship, glory be to God. Whatever you do in your four walls, it's okay with you. But when you bring it to social media, Nigeria is a country where people travel without visa and passport. And they bring it out to social media so that our children will see it and rush to that church. And when they get to that church, they will tell them you have to fast and pray. They will be fasting and praying. Lazy people that if you give them, even if any amount of millions you give them, they will destroy it. Because anytime when they are that lazy and they step inside the church, the first thing they will hear is that you get miracle alert. How can you get miracle alert when you are not working hard? How can you get miracle alert when everything they put in your hand, your mouth consumes it? When you are working hard, you don't really need you don't need anybody to tell you that you are going to fast, because sometimes you'll be working forgetting that you have not eaten. And this is another election. Another election is here. They will vote some out. Some will be struggling to go in, because when they immediately get there, immediately they get inside that office. Everybody in their family will get passports. There will be some of them will be eating breakfast in Dubai, dinner in Paris. Is that why we are going? Why we voted you to go there? We voted you to go there so that you can take care of us. We voted you to go there so that you can help us check issues. A lot of us that are coming out on the Facebook now talking is because I thank God for Mark Zuckerberg. Like poor person like me, I don't have a voice. I don't even have any certificate that will take me to, I'm not a lawyer, that will take me to start going, looking and campaigning for election. We know that most of us are like this, but I thank God for Mark Zuckerberg, that at least he gave us a voice. At least I can come out and talk, one or two people will listen. We voted you people there to go there and make Nigeria a better place. Nigeria being a better place is not only buying ticket for your children, sending them abroad to go and school. Nigeria being a better place, it's not all about you. How many houses you are able to build when you are in that office? How many cars you are able to accumulate when you are in that office? It's going to be a better place if you go back to that community that voted you. And when you get to that community that voted you, you start checking. The first thing you will check is check all the fake preachers. You get all these fake preachers, take them off. Then you can plan on building schools, building hospitals, setting up a decent police station. We did not vote you for your bank account to swallow. We did not vote you there for your bank account. More you accumulate, more the figure goes, more you want more. The figure, it doesn't believe, as the figure is, the bank is sending a lot, you are seeing the figure, you are aiming more. At the end of the day, that money, you won't finish it until you die. And when you finally die, the people that are not even your children, will enjoy it. So I am here this morning telling you what God asked me. I don't come out all the time. If God did not give me a word, I won't come out to talk about it. I am here this morning to tell you that you have to start sanitizing Nigeria by putting the fake preachers in jail. These ones that we have seen on Facebook, the one that turned water into wine, the one that said they traveled without passport and visa, those ones should be brought. Let them tell us how it happened. We want to see it. If not, if they cannot explain it further, then you put them in jail. When you put them in jail, other people, the country will start getting better from there. People call themselves all kinds of names. Churches, they name their church. Divine Ministry. Jehovah Sharp. This, that. And you people are sitting in Abuja, they are listening. You people are sitting all over Africa, Ghana, South Africa. Who you people are sitting, listening? If you don't clean up the fake preachers, you can never get a good country. I am telling you what God asked me to tell you people today. Please, if you are watching this video, I want you to share it. Share this video. If you believe what is happening in the fake preachers we have today, if you believe that those fake preachers has no impact in the society because your children are not in Nigeria, your children will finish school and they want to come back one day. And when they come back and see what is happening here, they will tell you that they are not interested in your money. Your children will tell you that they are not interested in your houses. Your children prefer that one-room wooden house they are living abroad. Or two-bedroom wooden houses they are living abroad. Why you have massive wealth, mansion in Nigeria here? You cannot take a step. You say it does not concern me. Yeah, I know our constitution says freedom of worship. Yeah, freedom of worship. But when you bring things out on Facebook to pollute the Facebook, to pollute the nation, the entire continent, the God we are serving is not a God that don't keep law. It's not a lawless God. That the whole world says that before you travel, you must get a passport, you must get visa, you must buy tickets. And you people are sitting, let me be using Abuja because I'm a Nigerian. People are sitting at Abuja there, saying all this and you keep quiet. All the people are thinking about how do they elect you back? If they elect you back, what are you going to do? To make more paper. More paper they call money, that at the end of the day is vanity upon vanity. You have millions. How much can you consume? Children are on the street, hungry, begging for money, begging for food to eat. Our Bill Gates has turned to kidnappers. Our brigades has turned to kidnappers. Because when you go to prison, all these people in prison, all these armed robbers, their brain are burning. But if there's no school for them to go to school, if there's the country, there's there's not a hopeless situation. For them, they want to take it by fire, by force. You are thinking about how you are going to return back to your beautiful office where they are paying you millions. You're not thinking about your community. All of you are going home with siren and the protection. If you do well in the community, in the constituency where you come from, you don't need the police. When you get to your community will protect you because they know you are their egg. I don't have the opportunity to go to House of Rep or be a senator or be a president of this country. But I have opportunity to come on Facebook and say what I'm saying. If you don't like what I'm saying, go to another page. You people are after how many bouncers that will be following you when you are walking in the midst of your village? Because they voted you. You did not even do gota for them. They voted you. You do not even care. All you care is the 10 or 5,000 you dash them during when they are voting you. So you don't care what happened in your community. You're supposed to care, Mr. House of Reps, Mr. Senator. You're supposed to care. You're supposed to care. When immediately they voted you in, you're supposed to go around your village and check how many fake pastors are there. First of all, you eliminate them, push them out of the way. If you want to have a good village, you have to eliminate all the fake pastors. Those that are brainwashing your children, those that are raping them, those that are doing all kinds of things. As house of rape, you have the power. You have the power to sanitize your village. You have the power to say, this church, I don't want you because what you are doing is wrong. I don't want you here. I believe and I'm praying that God will let this message meet you people in a good mind so that you can sit down and think. Once you get up there, first of all, go to your villages, put spies, buy telephone and give people that can record anything. Let them go and record, chase out all the bad preachers in your vicinity. All the people that believe that it's very easy to be a pastor. Let me look at what, thank you, Fola, thank you, Evangelist, Gift Moses, thank you. Please, you can ship in, contribute, say something so that, so that I can work with what you said. You know, we have a president now that said that the youths are lazy. That is 100% good. But he said it, what are the people under doing to give you to work? You leave the youth at the mercy of the fake preachers that we tell them that you don't need to work. You can go abroad without passport and visa. You can go abroad with passport without passport and visa. And the youth are like, church is well jam-packed to the extent that a preacher will go and start telling students to sow 500,000. A preacher will go to school and tell students to start sowing 500,000 if they know they want to sell in life. And you people are sitting down, House of Rep, senators, lawmakers, you people are sitting down listening. You better introduce law and the order in your country so that those your precious children that you send abroad to go and school and study, we have a country to come back to. You struggle, you took them out to go and get the sound education. After getting that sound education, they come back to Nigeria. Do you have work for them? You will not decide, you will not notice that all the money you spend at Banza. What needs be melunzuzu, you know? All going to need spend the zuzu Banza. School abroad now, everybody know how much it is to pay school abroad. You are struggling, sweating. At the end of of all that money, no job. Some of them will still hang abroad and still be calling you to send them money from Nigeria. If you call yourself a lawmaker, if you call yourself a senator, it's time for you to start asking yourself questions. How do we generate this goodness that you are feeling alone for other people to enjoy? The goodness you are feeling for other people to enjoy this goodness. How does this goodness go around? It's not immediately you go there. All of your children, everybody is in abroad. Abroad, no the rain again. No. What is rain? God is telling us to come home. God is talking about mass exodus of people coming back to Africa. It's not you people that has a opportunity. You just pursue your children after whatever that is happening here. My children are not in this society. They will finish their education and they want to come back to their home, because while they are schooling, they will notice that even that place abroad, they are not welcomed. There's no place like home. And you people are hustling to win this election because of your selfish purpose. I saw one senator. I like when he talk. When he talk, I like it, I listen. But when I started looking at this senator's lifestyle, I saw a lot of cars. I saw houses, massive of cars, all kinds of shape. What? In every human being, there is good and bad. When God wants to talk, when this senator wants to talk, the Spirit of God is speaking, talking what the people wants to hear. But when you go close, you notice that, look, one car can build school, small school for your village. You sell all those cars. You can use it to build small hospital. You are not a doctor. The kind of money you people are amassing up can import any kind of doctor in this country. The kind of money you people are amassing up can import up any kind of doctor in this country. You can build a clinic. You can import doctors to come here and manage that clinic. But no, that's not it. What is it is that when they mass that car, they will sit on top of that car and take picture and post it on Facebook and will be looking. Some of them will carry dog. Take the picture. They value that dog more than they value that gate man they put at the gate. I don't know what is going on, but I have seen a line being drawn by the Lion of the tribe of Judah. It's either you use the opportunity that everybody can come on Facebook and talk and start thinking about what you are doing if you are in position, or history will completely forget you completely. History. That you were one time a senator, you were one time a House of Representatives. History will easily erase you off. When they vote you people there, is for you and your family. It's not for the people that voted you. I see suffering everywhere I look. How to start to make this country a better place to be is to fish out all these ones we have seen on Facebook. Bring them to book. Let them come and explain to us how they manage to go abroad. How they manage to go abroad without passport and visa. Even only that, this particular one, the one that affects immigration. If immigration people can take it up and put this man in prison, other people will learn from it, and we will start having a better country. We will start having a better villages. We will start having a better town. Before you come out to say anything, you will weigh yourself. Before you come out to give any testimony, you will weigh yourself. Because if you inside you are giving that testimony, so that you want to draw crowd. And our leaders are up there with fat belly. When you see them voted them, they are slim. They are slim. Immediately they enter there, 2 months, you won't know them. Even their face will be blowing up. Only in Africa, you see leaders, their face are blowing. They are getting fatter every day because they are eating what belongs to the whole public. One person put it and it has the control. human beings has turned to Nigerians has turned, most of you out there has turned to Idi Amin. No mercy. No mercy. Later there will be karmic reaction around you. That karmic reaction. You mass wealth without thinking about the poor people. I am not saying when you max wealth, you should start giving brothers and sisters, because most of them, the brothers and sisters, some of them are the ones that want to drag you down. Think about the public. Once they voted you in, you don't have a family anymore. You belong to that village. You belong to public. Because some of people close to you might be those that want to pull you down. They might be those that don't even really want to. They want to remain poor so that you keep feeding them. No, that is not the kind of people you will be looking after. Chase after the public. Look for someone. Some people that are hungry for success. Those one you call Isiakbo. In my place, they call in Yoruba language, they call them Alaye. All these people that Isiakbo people. If you give them way, if you give them way, they will grow. If you find out something for them, they will grow. Give them way, they will grow. Thank you, Sister Doris. Thank you. Sister Nana, you are welcome. Please, if you can, if you have any contribution, you can write. I can use it also. It will be of very good help. We live in a country where everybody you vote to the House of Reps, to the Senator, all of them are thinking about their family. Some of them, when they do bridge, the bridge they do, only Mosaic will be applying it. They don't care what the fake pastors are feeding us. What the fake pastors are feeding us. The way the 419 has turned to fake pastors, because it's an easy way. Nobody disturb them. It's a free way. Nobody is asking them, what are you doing? Then they live their life all for themselves and their children. And at the end of the day, when they die, either their children will sell off all the mass, because in a thing like this, even the children they are sending abroad don't know what they call hard work. Because by the time they enter into most of the churches, all they hear is miracle alert. All they hear is some merited favor. Nobody hears. They don't hear anything. They don't hear anything. What they hear is this week God will surprise you. God, Jesus don't suffer. Which time I'm talking about this, I feel you see tear dropping around at my eye. Yeah, Sister Doris, you see, they lack love. They want to go to House of Senate to be a senator, House of Representative, because they lack love. If you have love, you must care about those that are turning to kidnappers in your villages. Those kidnappers, before they go, they have pastors that prays for them, fake preachers that pray for them. And they tell them, don't worry, everything will be fine. If you want to make a better Nigeria, a better Africa, if you want to make a better Nigeria, a better Africa, go after the fake preachers, especially those that have brought themselves on Facebook. Prosecute them with this going abroad without visa, going abroad without passport. Prosecute them, jail one person. You see, others will go in like snail. Others we find, maybe now, police named it 419. Maybe now we get like something like 4110. By the time you chase them out of the road, the police might name it now. My code it 4110 or 4111 or 41111. But first of all, we need to deal with the situation. Nigerian lawmakers, you need to put eye in what is happening, in the kind of things that are coming out from the pulpit. If you feel it does not concern you because your children are not in Nigeria, your children are not in Africa, if you feel it does not concern you, when you die, your children will hang abroad. They can't come back. But even if they come back, they will sell everything. All these houses you are building, all this wealth you are amassing, they will sell them one by one because they want to survive. I know a lot of people, after their children finish school and no work, they are still sending money from Nigeria abroad to help children there. You took your children abroad to school because you want them to get a good job. You want them to have meaning, life to have meaning for them. And you have opportunity to get things done here. You have opportunity to silence all these fake preachers, and you are not doing it. Because maybe your own, by the time you were going for this election, the fake preacher that you are using will tell you that this is your time. This is your time. Let me tell you, you are not there because they tell you that this is your time. You are there because God put you there. There's no king. There's nobody, there's no representative that God did not sanction. If God did not sanction you, if God did not pick you, you cannot win that election. So even if whatever you think you did that made you to win that election is a lie. If that fake preacher you are using say, this is your time, it's my time. Okay, it's your time to be there, but as you are there, you must look and watch what is happening. You must look around your society and see what is going on. It's a shameful thing that a Nigerian can travel without visa and passport. It's a shameful thing. Breeze carried a Nigeria inside aircraft and dropped in Nigeria. He beat Nigeria immigration. He beat immigration wherever they say he went. It's a shameful thing for this kind of testimony to be coming out from so-called they say church. And I can see that pastor. When the people was shouting, doing like this, the pastor was doing like this. I said, una no, una be mumu. I saw the pastor doing like this. Say, una brain don't finish. Una be mumu. So there's, even the pastor made a sign that shows you people are not really like listening. How is it possible that somebody can go abroad without passport, without ticket, without visa? As they were shouting, ho ho, the pastor would put his hand. These people, una mumu don't too much. This pastor was like, if tomorrow they say Donald Trump call us zoo, everybody will be screaming. This message is for the House of Rep and the senators. You need to go back to your villages and get things cleaned up. Freedom of worship, we agree. But when you bring it to social media, a fake news to social media, you must chase after that message and tell us how it happened. Sister Macrin, hi. Sandra, you're welcome. Please, if you have any contribution, put it out here. God can also speak through you. Write it up. Put it. I can talk about it. I'm talking about hard work and people that are when they are not working hard. When they go to fake preacher will tell them that is their mama, is their uncle that is making them not to have anything. I'm not saying that there is no bad people in the world, but if you allow a bad person, if you allow bad people to drag you down, then they drag you down. You can see when the plane is taking off, the plane is fighting to balance. When if you are hard working and somebody wants to drag you down, you will not allow that person to drag you down. When they go to fake preacher, they will tell them that is the thing their mama did that is making them to be poor. Somebody that has no work, does not even go to learn a job. They will tell you that you are suffering because of what your grandpapa has done. Because the little change in their pocket, they want to grab it. These people are feasting with the gullibles. If your life is not working, they must tell you that you have to. That is somebody that is making you. Yeah, sister Macron. You know they want as they are going there is what they want to hear, what their ear want to hear. Yeah, Sister Doris, these are sex men. Honestly, these people that market and they sell, oh, they get market, then they sell market. They are selling markets. And the gullibles are buying. Yeah, Sandra, the whole world is laughing at us. Because if somebody from Nigeria here can travel without passport and ticket, and our people are sitting in Abuja drinking beer, see their belly and their face don't swell up finish. They don't know anything. They just sit there. I don't know what they're doing in the community where they come from. You won't even know there is any representative. When you go to these communities, you won't even know that somebody's representing them. Huh? If you don't go to your village to help your village people come up, how can they come up? Huh? How can they come up? Yes. My sister, they want instant gratification. Yeah. They sow seed because they want that miracle alert to come. From which person's account? They want that miracle alert day and night. What kind of life is this? I cannot say I'm tired of being a Nigerian. I love my country. I love my country, and that's why I'm out here talking. I love my country. That is the reason why I am out here talking. So if you are up there and you want to do something, you don't know how to do it, inbox me. I will tell you how to do it. You are out there, you give money to your relative, he messed it up. Inbox me. I will tell you how to handle project without being there, and your money will not miss. The money you are making, or the money, let me say the money you are making, or the money you are dodging, let me not call it stealing. The money you are dodging is not for only you and your family. If you dodge that money, use it in Nigeria. Use it to build school. You will collect school fees, but you will have the opportunity of giving scholarship to those that cannot, those brain, that they don't have people that will give them pay for education. If you have that money, build hospital. Your millions, billions in dollar will import any kind of doctor in Nigeria here. Yes, Sister Doris, I don't know who has done this to us, so. Who has done this to us? Huh? When they have used Jesus has become an industry. They have used the name of Jesus they have turned it to an industry. And that is the reason why God has me and you. We keep talking. If you don't like my face, go to another page. If you don't like what I'm talking, scroll it up, but somebody else is listening. I don't know who has done this selfish life to us. Bentley. I had one preacher saying she saw Bentley. And when she saw Bentley, she told the driver, I beg, respect that Bentley. Hey! What is going on? Respect which Bentley? What if this, you know who is in the Bentley? You know what they did to get the Bentley? Rolls Royce. Houses with swimming pool. Yes, I think we did it to ourselves. Yeah. Because even when voting, if they don't collect 5,000 or 10,000, they will not vote. They sell their birthright for 5,000 or 10,000. Houses with leisure. You become a king in a shallow water. In a small water, you are a king there, king. They worship only you. A king don't come. Hey, is he around today? Yeah. Honestly, Sister Macri, I don't want to call this woman name. Honestly, because I'm just gearing up. I don't want to call her name. When she told us that she studied what she studied because she want to steal money. And after she finished studying what she studied, she now came out and now noticed that if she start being a pastor, that it will be more easier. It will be more easier. Imagine where something like 200 people gave you $1,000. What is this? What is going on in our lives? You know, I don't know. It's just that if you people that why I'm talking, I'm using your children is because you lawmakers, you senators. Why I'm talking and using your children is because maybe you don't know that the game you are playing with the money you have, that your children will be the loser at the end of the day. Because if they don't have any country to come back to, by the time you die, your relations will not allow any of your children to come close to your money. Because these children you put abroad, they are not strong. They don't have that fighting spirit. You drop them abroad, they don't have that fighting spirit. Yes, so no, I cannot say that I don't know how she got to the pulpit. All of them are on the pulpit there, talking rubbish, and nobody is putting them to jail. If somebody can go to abroad without passport and visa, and this morning as I'm talking to you, this pastor is still talking. What do you think? I know how they got there. It's easy because now you say that you went abroad. Immigration did not do anything without passport and visa. Immigration did not arrest you the following day. It's easy. It's the easiest way. The easiest way that is easy to get to the pulpit because nobody checks you. Once you call yourself man or woman of God, people they start worshiping you. You took children abroad. You said everything is okay. When life is good. One day you will get old. You will get old. Wither. And death will come knocking. And when death come knocking, somebody will have to go. And you are leaving these children at the mercy of people that doesn't know how you suffer. These people don't know how you suffer for this money. And they want to kill your children one by one for coming. They are abroad. Okay, maybe their papa don't die. And maybe they come bury their papa. Or maybe they come bury their mom. They will be killing these children one by one. Because that's the seed you planted. Ungodly seed of only me and my family. Only me and my family. You never do anything for your community. You never do anything from the community where you come from. Any day you want to go down there, you carry all the bodyguards. that will be protecting you from all of them that will eventually kidnap you because you have so much money. And when they kidnap you, they will tell you how much they want. To get rid of all this, let me close. To get rid of all this, you must first of all get rid of the fake preachers in your villages. Get rid of the fake preachers in your villages. Because Nigerians, we Africans, it starts from villages. When you get rid of the fake preachers, these ones that have brought themselves on Facebook and said that they turn water into wine and said that they travel abroad without visa and passport, if you put them inside jail, all these things will be over. May God bless us. Thank you for coming as you listen. I will close now with my song. This song I sing every time I come out here is my song. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Mighty man in battle. Thank you. Mighty man in battle. Thank you. And now I know to do. Hey, thank you. And now I know to do. Hey, thank you. Oh, one body. Thank you. Oh, one body. Thank you. Oh, nyandika gichimo. Mba. Oh, nyandika gichimo. Mba. Odigo nyandika gia. Hey, thank you. Odigo nyandika gia. Hey, thank you. Onisha iyanu eshe. Onisha iyanu eshe. Alágbára mi o, adúpẹ́. Alágbára mi o, thank you. Sweet Jesus, thank you. Sweet Jesus, hallelujah, thank you. Our God don't deceive. Our God is God of justice. Our God is unchangeable. Our God is not fake. His name is Ancient of Days. His name is Awesome. Sweet Jesus. Hallelujah. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Shalom.